aye. Thank you. Next, number 5, approval of the minutes from our past meeting of June the 4th, 2024. We looked over it, I think, made a couple of corrections and sent them out to you. It's in the packet if you didn't have a chance to look over it in your email.
I make a motion, we approve the minutes as presented.
Once again, a motion made by Ms. Reese, seconded by Mr. Skelton to approve the minutes of the past meeting. Any further discussion, corrections, deletions? If not, all those in favor signify by aye. Aye. Thank you. Number 6, recognitions. We don't have anything on tonight. We'll go to number 7, which is visitors. We have the only person who signed up to be on the agenda tonight is Jamie Wood. Would like to address the council to discuss having a small fishing tournament on June the 22nd at Steel Creek. Ms. Wood, would you please step forward, and if you would, just for the record, would you state your address and so we can record it?
5557 3rd Street.
Okay. All righty. You can tell us about your request for the fishing tournament, please.
We want to have a brim fishing tournament at Steel Creek. All we need is the launch and one cylinder to do the weigh-in. We don't need the building or anything. Probably $15 or so. Saturday morning.
We'll do it kind of early, huh?
Not near Saturday.
Early bird catches the fish.
It's just a fishing tournament for, what are you calling it? I mean,
We are Scales and Tails Brim Club. We just do it for fun. It's like a jackpot tournament. Whatever money we take in goes back out to the prizes.
I remember y'all from last year.
all right. Other than it kind of being a short notice, but you're saying you don't need us to do anything, or you don't need any of the buildings, or
No,
any requests from us?
Sounds like fun.
we don't. Come fish with us. 4:30 in the morning.
What's the entry fee?
$35.
Time can be from what?
We start at 4:30. We'll launch it, safe light, and then we weigh in at 12.
Okay, does the council have any further questions for Ms. Wood regarding the? Sounds good to me.
Sound
Ms.
good?
Phillips?
Good for me.
All right. Would y'all want to make a motion to approve the just use of the area there for that? Because I'm sure they'll have to do a weigh-in and all, so they can set up. But I mean, like I said, it shouldn't require anything special from the city. So,
I'll make that motion.
A second.
motion made by Mr. Skelton, seconded by Mr. Butler to approve the use of the boat ramp area and all over there for the weigh-in and all, just in case you got bad weather or something. You would probably need to be out of the
Our
under
plan
the
is to put
air.
a tent in, like, under the trees where it's
We're good
shady
deal.
and
Right.
all. But if it
Right.
does rain, we'll
Right.
probably use it.
All right.
It's
Oh.
open.
Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
All right.
Okay, you got it, Ms. Wood. Good luck with it. Good luck with the weather. Hey, does anybody else like to come before the council tonight? We got a couple of our visitors we hadn't seen in a while, so Mr. Robinson, Jeff, Emmett, thank y'all for coming, some of the city employees. All right, if there are no further visitors to come before the council, we will go into our regular order of business. Got a pretty short agenda tonight. Would like to report that we have once again experienced several families with loss of loved ones here in the last week, so since our last meeting 2 weeks ago. So if you see any of those, please let the families know we give our condolences. I did want to bring before before the council. I've got a nice card of thank you from the Wright family regarding Miss Wright's funeral and the help the city gave there. The distinguished young women of Mobile County from their recent pageant that was held sent us a card of thanks. I won't let y'all see those. At our last meeting, we had a gentleman come up before us complaining about the ditches in the Scanlon Way area not draining well, and also debris being over there, which we were aware that we were way behind a couple of weeks ago in our debris pickup. We have made significant progress in that, so we were able to get the debris that he was talking about picked up. We also have had SIS out, and we have been able to clean some of the drains. So hopefully that will we'll see some improvement in the drainage over that way. Also in some other areas. They were in Gold Leaf today, doing that. Of course, Gold Leaf has really got a lot going on right now with all the AT&T fiber work that's going on in the Vons and Gold Leaf area. So if y'all up that way, they were still working when I was on the way up here tonight. Letting y'all know the water sewer project is still progressing. We do have a meeting here Thursday morning at 10 a.m. with a couple of the people involved in the project over there. Those of you on the water board, where you can come by, that would be good. It's 10 a.m. here Thursday. The restrooms and concessions building going up near the C&D field at Wright Park. I don't know if y'all would like or have gone by and seen that. That's really come a long way since our last meeting 2 weeks ago. I think George had some questions that he was wanting to ask regarding the colors. George, would you like to mention in front of the council now what we're looking at as far as the colors and what we're looking at doing there?
Sounds good.
Somebody asked would it match the rest on the front side, and it will not if it do it.
Does it really matter? Sounds good. Thank you.
Along those same lines, Dennis is here. He's been working. We're trying to get several quotes so we can look at replacing the fencing on the C&D field. We found that the backstop area really looks good, and they indicated they don't think that we need to replace that, but the field, the baseline fences and the outfield fences, we're looking at getting what it would cost to replace them in the same type fencing that we have, or in the black, which would kind of match what the high school did, and also at 4 and 5 foot. So we'll have different prices. We have 5 foot now, but some have indicated we could go with 4. But hopefully by the next council meeting, we will have prices so we can look and see what that would cost to get that taken care of. Y'all have any questions on that? Regarding the tennis courts, at the last council meeting, we had brought up that there's some tears in the surface of the tennis court. I went up there the night after the meeting, made some photographs. There was actually people playing that night on there. Said they had not experienced any trouble with the tears, but we did close the tennis court for a couple of days so we bought some material to try and do some repair. I think they've searched online and think they have found something now. Is that correct, Dennis? It might be better to work on it, so we're waiting on that to come in right now.
Did we reach out to the vendor that installed the court to find out why their court was tearing up?
addition at the trash ramp is continuing to move along. Sidewalks in the Gilbert and Jeanette and Powers look real nice. They are now currently working on Bond Drive West near the park area and connecting over there. Hopefully y'all have gone by and seen some of that work they're doing, and also they're doing some drainage work there in front of the park and all. Hopefully it's going to make that area drain better, look a lot nicer with the sidewalks and all, so well pleased with how that is moving. The paving regarding the railroad crossings in Baldwin Streets, we're basically held up waiting on the railroad permits. Hate to keep saying that, but that's exactly where we're at on that. So hopefully we'll get something soon and can get that going. I'm happy to report the pay-as-you-go project on Thomas and Powers. If y'all have gone up and looked in the last couple of days, I'd like to thank the county and John G. Walton. They've done a good job. They were basically had each one of those streets paved in a day each, and so hopefully they'll be completely through with that in another couple of days. Of course, Aldot's got Highway 43 really looking good, and that project's coming good.
Mayor,
Yes,
Mayor,
sir.
I got one concern on the new paving.
Yes, sir.
From all that rain we had the other night, the cutover road between Powers and Thomas, where it ties back into Powers, there's a lot of water standing. It wasn't standing there before.
Thomas,
Right at the cutoff road between Thomas and Powers.
where Harrison goes,
Yes,
There.
Harrison, where it ties back into Powers.
they were actually working on that this afternoon
Well,
there, so I
I'd
don't know
say
if they
just when
did
it
or not.
rained the other day, there was a lot of standing water there, and I said, that's what they need to do, is roll out one side of it so it could exit there. So they might be doing that, I don't know.
They were up there on that, and also the tie-in where it kind of, how Powers kind of blends back into 43.
Yeah,
Don't
I
go
seen that.
straight. They worked on both of those today. But I'll mention that to them to look at it if it doesn't work. On Saturday, the 8th, we had a cleanup day where the trash ramp was open and it was really busy. We had shredded out back. A lot of people use that, but what we really had a lot of, I don't know if y'all seen that truck of TVs, that were used TVs that were brought from up here, but that thing was, there was apparently a lot of people in this area that was waiting to get rid of some TVs, I'll say that, because it was, we sat here and they had a lot to start with, and then it went for a couple hours, wasn't hardly anybody, and then all of a sudden at the end of the day, man, we had a line out here, so we had to actually keep them, so it's hard to believe so many of those TVs that was brought up, so I do appreciate all of you helped on that. We got a couple of reminders. Y'all know tomorrow is a holiday, so City Hall is closed. We do have the trash ramp open tomorrow. We've had a little trouble, obviously, with some of our trucks, and we've been shuffling trucks around and trying to get them worked on, and we had some work scheduled tomorrow, so we went ahead and just left the trash ramp open, and we may end up having to shuffle some more trucks around, but those employees who hardly ever take a holiday off, they'll be here, so I think 2 of them are back there in the back here tonight. We appreciate that, what y'all are doing. Remember that our municipal dinner is Tuesday night at 7 p.m. It's being hosted by the county commission. It's going to be held at Government Plaza, 7 p.m. If y'all let Jessica know to make our reservations of who will be attending. Jessica, have you already heard from everybody? So, if you would, please let her know before the end of the meeting if you're going to attend. A week from Thursday the 27th at 9 a.m., there will be a pre-construction meeting held here, Civil Southeast and Harwell, regarding the paving of 3rd and Hartley. We're hoping to have that started a week or 10 days after, within a week or 10 days after the meeting, so hopefully we'll see that. You may have noticed that the 4th of July will be 2 weeks from Thursday night, so we may have to make some board adjustments. So the planning board and board of adjustments would be, obviously, we're not gonna have it on the night of the 4th of July, so it will be moved to the following week. So that would move it to Thursday, the 11th. And I've also got to get with the water board because I think that one or two members may not be able to attend on the 8th. So I'll let y'all know in an email what we find on that. Okay. George already talked with y'all about the colors requested and tennis court. We'd let y'all know that the citizens from the Juniper Road and Riles area did come up with a petition where they, y'all want to look at it, where they're still requesting what they asked us for that night regarding the slowing traffic down on Juniper. Had the police department monitor that for a while, and I think we have slowed traffic down on Juniper. We give a couple people reminders, I think, that they were exceeding the speed limit. But Troy, I think if I can surmise our conversations, you think that putting a three-way stop at Juniper and Riles may assist in the problem. Is that correct? Troy, if you would you step to the front? We continually hear people say they can't hear talking from the side, and let the council know.
Problem.
Thank you.
Like I said, I kind of looked at the distances in the area as far as like from a safety standpoint, and from where the intersection at Riles and Juniper is to the curve, coming out of the curve, you got about 487 feet there. So averaging a average pickup truck at 20 foot and 20 foot for a boat, you could actually have 12 trucks and boats kind of back up there before they hit the curve. So I don't think that's going to rarely happen. So I don't think there'd be a big safety concern. You're looking at 684 foot from Still Creek exit to the intersection right there in a clear line of sight. So no safety issues there. From Laurel Drive to the intersection, there's 165 foot. That would allow for 4 trucks and boats to kind of be backed up in that area before it causes an inconvenience to them. Not a safety issue, just possible rare inconvenience. In the past, we've changed the signs at the crosswalk there because of safety concerns, and people complain about almost getting hit because people aren't paying attention coming through there. So I think it would be feasible to put a three-way stop there. It sounds like the people in the area that would be most affected are on board with it. I'll leave it up to you, but I don't see any issue if you choose to do it.
There's already a pedestrian stop there anyway, if I'm not wrong.
Correct.
So that would probably make that even safer for pedestrians.
Yeah, it would, and would possibly slow traffic down if you had a maximum of 684 foot to get up to speed. Hopefully people aren't going to want to wear the brakes out getting too fast in that little short section. I think one of the only problems we had in some of the other places where we put stop signs up was later complaints.
So we need ordinance.
We could probably
If
just,
you're gonna put a stop sign up there too.
Yeah.
We have a master ordinance, you just need to amend it.
right. So that's what, right, we would have to just add that stop to the stop sign ordinance. And I just kind of wanted to bring it to y'all and let you know that the citizens over there, the residents, did go out and get a petition, if y'all would like to look at. Here, we'll pass the minutes down so they were requesting it, although they did compliment the police department for high visibility and making, several stops over that way. But I really feel like that unless we put a stop sign there and perhaps, one of the lights like we have where we have pedestrian crossing there on Old 43 maybe, a blinking yellow sign.
Nobody stops there anyways.
But they don't stop there because there's no stop sign, but I mean, there would be a stop sign there.
Well, if there's a pedestrian there, they just fly right on. Like, hey. Nobody pays attention to this.
Well, would you rather not put one there? I mean, is that what you're saying? I don't,
No, I mean, a stop sign.
right, but I'm saying that something to catch the attention of the people also, so.
Big stop sign, catch the attention.
All right, then if you're all in agreement, I'd like to get a motion to add a stop sign on Juniper at the intersection of Riles. And we will have Jay to,
I'll put that in a motion.
Second.
yes, to make it a three-way. Motion was made by Mr. Phillips, seconded by Mr. Skelton to make the intersection of Juniper and Riles a three-way stop, so we will add that to our master ordinance on the stop signs. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Just two other small things that was coming up regarding City Hall and operation. What do y'all think about the hours of operation? I mean, we're at 7:30 to 5 now. Would y'all like that, or would you think 8 to 5 would be sufficient? Or what are the thoughts of the council on that? Y'all have anything?
I work 7:30 to 5, so, what are they supposed to work?
Well, like, a lot of the others are 8 to 5, so I didn't know if you wanted to keep it the way it is, or if you wanted to change it, or what y'all's thoughts were on that, so. I'm just asking your opinion.
Fine with me.
Okay. Mr. Butler said he's fine. Mr. Skelton, you got any thoughts on it?
What did ladies make? It gives you 30 minutes to get stuff done before phone calls start ringing at 8 o'clock when most everybody else is at work.
Ms. Reeves?
Well, I mean, I get every other Friday off when I have that scheduled, so, I mean, are they getting paid hourly, or is that part of their salary? Because it seems like, I mean, a standard work week would be 40 hours. Are they being compensated for that
They
extra
compensate if
time?
they go over 40 hours. They are.
Is that what you
Is
wanna
there
work
gonna be
every time?
overtime every week?
Yeah, it just seems like in the budget that we would want to minimize.
Huh?
The overtime's built in,
What do you mean built in?
it's 7:30 to 5. I mean, even if you stagger it, people come in,
So how many hours a week overtime are you talking about?
about 40 hours.
10 hours a week for each employee?
5 hours a week. Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk with the employees, and at the next meeting, I will let y'all know what we come up with and give you a breakdown on the overtime. Next year before the upcoming school year, when we have our junior council members, actually, had someone here in the audience kind of remind me of this, but, or bring it up, but I would like to make a little bit of changes. If the council meeting, y'all have say-so here, but when we try to have 7 people up here at night, it really gets crowded and you can't hardly hear. I was thinking if we could have the council members maybe sit to the side, but also give monthly reports, so that way they're more involved instead of just sitting here. They could give us what's going on at the school, or what courses or tests are coming up, ball games, et cetera. Give them some involvement instead of just being here and not really saying anything. I can't see how that's really getting them trained or, you know, finding out what we're actually doing, which I hope is their goal to go back, so. And we ain't gotta make a, sir?
Sounds good.
Thank you. Well, Mike, what you think? I mean.
Yeah, it's kind of crowdy right here.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, when there's 7 here, I can't hardly ever see Mr. Little or Mr. Phillips down at the end, and they both have said they've had a hard time understanding what we're saying, so I mean, the 3 or 4 of us right here seem to be able to be more involved. So I just wanted to bring that up tonight, and, 'cause I think it would be good for everybody. That's all I have tonight. Appreciate y'all bearing with me on that. As I said earlier, Mr. Little is out of town tonight, and called to let us know that he hated to miss, would be out of town. So I will say from Public Services, we've continued to do the cleanup, the debris pickup. As I said, we've had a little trouble in the with our garbage trucks. So the guys and Miss Diane have all been very busy the last couple of weeks. Moving to Public Safety, Mr. Butler.
I don't have anything tonight.
Thank you, Mike. Moving to Administration, Mr. Skelton.
I don't have anything.
Parks and Recreation, Ms. Reese.
Yes, what is the update on the city flags?
Jessica, would you please, up there?
Okay. And can we get that First Baptist Satsuma sign that blew down during one of the storms picked up out of the grassy ditch area behind that? And then there's a lawn chair that's been broken, sitting out there for a while. You just kind of spruce the area up. Also, that, the tie-in at, by the car wash, are they coming back to fix that, or are they waiting on that part for the railroad?
They'll come back and do that, yes. They're coming back, yeah, that's right, they hadn't done that yet.
Okay, and then, I know I'm not the only one, but the traffic lights. If you go from the car wash down, you go to the light, it turns red, and then you go to the next light, it turns red. And then all the turn signals go no matter where
The
anybody's.
lights have been adjusted because of the paving going on. So that will be adjusted before the project is complete. But I will make note that they know. And regarding the flags, we did try to have you a better answer tonight than what we're giving you, but that's the best we can do. Regarding the paving, we got an email today that said that the railroad has gotten way behind on these projects, and it's kind of the longest wait that they've ever had. So we are experiencing a problem. I don't really know how we can.
I just wasn't
address
sure.
that
I know they
and
were doing the
lights.
tie-ins down in Saraland, if you go that way, they were finishing that part up, and I just want to I figured it had to do with the railroad, but I just want to make sure that one wasn't overlooked.
But the lights have been a complaint here in our city and also in Saraland, where they've tried to do the paving, and I guess they've had to, take the triggers up, so they're kind of on a timer.
Okay.
Okay, yep.
I think that's it. Yeah, I did see an announcement, though, that football registration was starting soon. I don't have the date off the top of my head, but I guess be on the lookout for that. I don't know if you want to talk with baseball or football people, but the press boxes at Lions Park, I've been told that they're of no use, so I don't know if you want to add that to possible I guess, improvements to the park over at Lions, like some demo. I'm just putting that out there. Okay. No, they haven't been used in years, And I feel like you've been here a good enough time, I can maybe see if you'd be interested in taking on another project. But, yeah, I guess we just need to be careful of like electrical, that would be running. Hmm? Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, but just something to put on the radar.
We've already discussed it. They have indicated that they were planning to take them down, so we were just getting the power shut off. I mean, we can take them down. Wouldn't be a problem.
Oh,
But
do you
we
have
just wanna
the
make sure, yeah.
power scheduled to be cut out or cut
We've
off?
already had the power checked to make sure that, but I wanted to make sure that everybody, that they were ready for us to do it when we do it, because we don't need anybody there when we're in there tearing that stuff down. We want to kind
Oh,
of catch
okay.
it between seasons,
Yeah, let's go for it now.
so. Okay.
Let it roll. When do y'all think you'll be able to start?
Well, I mean, let's find out from the baseball, I mean, because it was my understanding they were planning to do that. They said if we could do some of the other larger stuff, that they would take on some of the small projects themselves, so,
What
we can
other,
call Mr. Vickers, or, that's who's the one that called me and said that they were looking at doing it themselves.
I think since it's our property, we should probably go ahead and take care of it. That's right.
Yes.
Remove the steps, can't nobody go up there.
Just get with Mr. Vickers and find out if they want to do it, or, y'all take care of the, making sure the power's not there, and we'll schedule somebody. It's not, I mean, it won't, taking them down will not be a problem.
Perfect, thank you.
Mr. Phillips, Public Works.
I don't have anything.
All right, moving to items for discussion and consideration. A is payment of the bills.
Make a motion to pay the bills in the amount of $34,805.93.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Skelton, seconded by Mr. Phillips. Pay the bills in the amount of $34,805.95. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
B is discussion and consideration of a merit raise for Roger Nelson. Chief Wake contacted us after the last meeting, or since the last meeting, and said that Mr. Nelson had been recommended for the raise, that it was in the night of the workshop where it was discussed. He brought his paperwork. The best thing I can tell you was it was just an oversight on our part. Somehow between the meeting, the workshop, and getting here was omitted. It was purely a mistake. So if I can get a motion, I would like to make sure there was no reason he shouldn't have gotten it, according to the chief and our records. So if we can get a motion to give a 5% raise to Mr. Nelson.
I make the motion.
Motion made by Ms. Reese, second by Mr. Skelton. Give Mr. Nelson a 5% raise. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by aye. Mr. Nelson will get a 5% pay raise starting with the next pay period. C, discussion and consideration of Jessica Jones attending the annual clerks conference. If you'll look in your packet tonight, you'll probably notice that I think that starts the clerks' information regarding changes with the upcoming next year municipal election. I make a motion that we approve. Motion made by Mr. Butler, second by Mr. Skelton, to approve Jessica attending the clerks' conference. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Moving along to,
I'm sorry,
go ahead.
did we already, approve your registration for it? And this is just the lodging? But is this the inclusive price of the event, or? Just for the lodging? So 313 plus something else?
Right, right behind the
Okay,
front of,
that was it.
okay, once again, the motion was made by Mr. Butler and seconded by Mr. Skelton. No further questions. All those in favor signify by aye. Those opposed, okay. D, discussion and consideration of Brittany Allen attending the annual court clerks conference. Make a motion, we approve.
Second.
Once again, Mr. Butler made the motion, Mr. Skelton seconded. Any discussion?
Yes. I see that the Friday night is $300. Are they not honoring that room rate that they have?
She couldn't, they didn't have any more rooms available. She put that in there, but she actually has a family member that lives there. That's what she's doing for that night right there. There's no.
So it'd be 183 times 2? And then what about her registration fee?
Same amount. I guess I don't know why I didn't put her, she's 265 over there.
Okay. That was all. I just want a clarification.
If there are no further questions, once again, a motion was made by Mr. Butler, it was seconded by Mr. Skelton to approve Brittany Allen attending the court clerks conference. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Those opposed. Okay, discussion and consideration of the quotes received for the painting of the council chambers. This will be our final thing that I think we have to do for the building, is that correct? We will have,
These are 2 different quotes for
Yes,
the
ma'am.
same job, correct? Okay. I make a motion that we approve CertaPro painters in the amount of $1850 for the painting of City Hall. What would you call it? Council room.
Ms. Reese has made a motion. If you get a second for the painting of the room.
I'll second.
Ms. Reese made the motion, Mr. Butler seconded. Do we need to have any further discussion? All those in favor signify by aye. Those opposed. If there's no other discussion, items for discussion and/or consideration, we'll move to number 10, resolutions, ordinances, orders, and other business. A, Resolution 2024-06-02, harmless agreement and indemnity agreement, hold harmless. Yo,
I think it,
F2, Mayor,
pardon?
annexation, the add-on.
Yeah, but I mean, the 20, whole harmless agreement, what I'm saying, we got resolution 2024-06-02 first, right?
Yeah, we can do it first, and then if you want.
Oh, okay, we did not go back, I'm sorry, I forgot F and G is what you're saying. Okay, F was the, what was our other first, when we said we'd address tonight? Add-on annexation of Dale Drive, okay? I think this is just one of those pieces of property down Dale Drive that had never been annexed into the city, and they are now needing these city services. What is the address for the property? And it's
5777.
and the property owner is,
Robert David. Charter.
Jay's contiguous to the city. We just need to introduce it tonight and make sure that we get everything in order.
Yeah, I
Can
don't,
you
is
go-
that the old one that came up here before several months ago, or is this a new one? Yeah, I
That's
think
what I
so.
was thinking.
I hadn't seen his application.
Ink's still wet.
Huh?
The ink is still wet.
I'm sorry, I hadn't,
The ink is still wet.
oh, okay.
It's brand new.
Okay.
Right, we just,
Brand on
tonight,
it.
we were just introducing it to the council and
Yeah,
getting
you
it,
can
getting it
vote on
used.
tonight. I think we need to set a hearing for it next, meeting.
So we can set it at 6:15 before the, well, really, hard to get the required time in. We'd have to post it tomorrow if we're gonna have it at the next meeting. On, we could,
I don't remember is it 10 days or 15 days? Huh?
okay, so we'll make it. Okay, we can set the hearing. There's not gonna be any opposition to it, I'm
Right.
sure of that. So
Right.
just set it at 6:15. Would that be okay? Y'all planning to? All right.
Last second.
Yes, sir. July 2nd. So we'll set a public hearing for 5777 Dale Drive at 6:15 on July the 2nd, which will be just before our next council meeting. So we'll need to have it posted here and a property posted for annexation. Okay, and the other add-on we had was, we have an executive session, but that's gonna be at the last of the meeting. So now we'll go to resolutions, ordinances, orders, and other business, which is in your packet here, what we introduced at the last meeting, the standard agreement with the county, ordinance 555, the hold harmless agreement and indemnity, that we do every year.
The indemnity agreement's a separate motion. It deals with when we borrow the equipment from the county.
That's A, resolution 2024-06-02.
Yes. It's also something that we always do with them. It's for when we borrow their equipment, we use that. We're holding them harmless for something that may happen while we're using it. And I think they give it to us for free.
That's my understanding.
Okay, we're gonna put resolution 2024-06-02 up for immediate adoption tonight, or
Pass resolution. I'll make a motion to pass resolution 2024-06-02.
Second.
motion made by Mr. Skelton, seconded by Ms. Reese. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by aye. Okay. Ordinance number 555, joint purchasing agreement with Mobile County and the city of Satsuma.
I guess on the last page, or page 3. Yeah. Author Jazine. Second word. Just a typo. That's them.
That's basically the same thing we've done. We can use them if we choose to, mainly for road-related projects or things. Anybody have a problem with it? How about a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Skelton, seconded by Ms. Reese. introduced ordinance the last time, but we did not have a number on it. We added the number 555 for tonight, and it's the joint purchasing agreement with Mobile County and the city of Satsuma. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
We've gone down the agenda items. I think we've addressed everything that we needed to address tonight. I did ask that we have an executive session tonight for 10 to 15 minute, approximately 10 to 15 minutes to discuss good name and character and also possible litigation. Like I said, that's the purpose in the executive session, so if we can, we'll get a motion for that, and that would be the last thing we have on the agenda for tonight.
So moved.
Motion was made by Ms. Reese to go into executive session, seconded by Mr. Butler. The time is 7:20, so we anticipate being back by 7:35. So, thank you. Those of you who want to stick around, you're welcome to. If not, y'all have a good night, and thank you for coming. A roll call?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank y'all for coming. If you're gone, Jeff, thank you. It was good seeing you, buddy. We got a couple
Stop
power
down
company
here.
questions too. Maybe I can get with you tomorrow, or at least by the end of the week. No, I'll get with you. I'll call you, but you gonna be working the rest of the week? Yeah, I'll be here this week. Okay, I mean, I'll call you later on. You ain't gotta stick around.
Whatever you want me to do.
No, that's fine. And like I said, they were just kind of some minor things coming up, so.
Okay, yeah, just let me know. Good to see you.
Thank you. You too, man. City Council will come back to order out of executive session. If there's no further business come before the council tonight, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and second, we adjourn. Y'all have a good night.